Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Vince, and this is the Empress herself, Empress Rah. She's joining me for lunch today, and we are going to make a staple from her household today: a panko crusted salmon, chickpea and kale medley over basmati rice. And we'll also be talking music, culture, all those things. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right, thank you so much for stopping by again to have lunch and make lunch with me. So today, I'm your student. Lead the way.
Okay, so first we're gonna work on the chickpea kale medley. So this is a dish that I created when I was once vegan, plant-based. I have now transitioned to pretty much chicken and fish and sometimes beef when I'm feeling for it. But anyway, this is a really easy dish, and so it's just all vegetables with some chickpeas, and so you can chop up the kale and
the stems off.
Stems off, yes.
All right, easy enough.
Easy enough. So I think I definitely want to purchase these knives. That was amazing. That little slice there.
You know what? In the kitchen, we're like DJs. You have to have the right tool for the job.
Yes, that's a fact. The same thing like me and DJing.
Yeah. So right tool for the job, to get the job done right.
Right.
So where in the world are you from?
Where am I from? That's a long answer.
You're gonna give us the black people by the way up, by the way
Yep.
up?
Yeah,
Okay.
you got to, right? So I was born in Oakland, California.
Okay.
To two immigrant parents. My mother is from Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, St. Andrew to be exact. And my father is from Guyana, Georgetown, Guyana, which is located in South America.
On the northern side there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so I lived in California for about 10 years of my life, and then we relocated to South Florida, where I did a lot of my elementary and middle school upbringing. We relocated to Orlando, Florida for high school, and then I went to the University of Miami for college, and then I ended up in Atlanta when I graduated college in 2010. So
when you went to college, what did you go for?
I went to school initially for nursing, quickly realized that is not my ministry. So if
what was it, the blood or just all of it?
It just didn't. There wasn't a call. I didn't see myself in it.
Okay.
I think I grew up wanting to be a doctor because as most children of immigrants, it's really just doctor, lawyer. You really don't have any other choice outside of those two options. So that was basically what I thought I was going to be. Then I quickly realized that I wasn't interested. But psychology was so intriguing. I took a psychology 101, and I was really hooked in that class. It was just really mind-blowing learning about the human brain and why we do what we do, especially as a society. So I got my BA in psychology from the University of Miami.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Can I start to...
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Awesome.
How did you find your way to Atlanta?
So when I graduated in 2010, if you're familiar with that era of life,
I am.
It was the recession, and Atlanta was booming during that time frame for just people moving up here because things were cheap, and I ended up getting a job in academics. When I first graduated from a colleague of mine, she recommended me for a job, and I just had to get out of Florida, being that I was there for majority of my life. So I just came to Atlanta because when I looked at my options, I was in California for most of my life and then Florida, so I just didn't want to go anywhere where it was too cold. Okay. And Georgia I'm like, okay, I think I can deal with Georgia because that was like the farthest north that I was comfortable with going to. So
So New York City was out of the question.
Out of the question. Although my dad's side of the family lives in Brooklyn, and so I would visit New York many summers growing up. So I'm familiar with New York and all that it gives, but I just didn't see myself living there.
I agree. We are from New Jersey, and
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah, I don't see myself living back there.
Yeah, no, I love to visit. Great place to hang out.
Yes.
Yeah, just not a place to call home for me. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
So.
All right. So, how am I doing?
That's it. That's it. It's so simple. Yeah.
So you created this recipe?
No. Well.
You tweaked it so it's good for you.
I tweaked it. I don't remember where I found it, but I definitely yeah, tweaked it and added like the stir fry to it. Added the chickpea. Sometimes instead of the panko crusted salmon, you will do smoked salmon and just put it in the actual medley and just give it that extra kick. So, or you could just do without any meat at all and make it completely vegan.
All right. What's next for us here?
Okay. What's next for us here? So, the medley part is pretty simple. We could just actually start sauteing and then seasoning as we go. So I usually put the chickpeas on last. So we could, I don't know if you have like a saute pan.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that. We'll start off with the onions. Let that, what do they say? What's the fancy word for caramelize?
Caramelize. Get translucent.
Caramelize.
All it caramelized.
Yeah.
all
I
of
love
that.
to put a little dash of paprika on that. I don't want to put too much salt because sometimes I get heavy-handed, so I like to leave the salt for the end for once it's all done, and then I'll top it off with salt.
You can't unsalt it.
You cannot unsalt it. Exactly. So that'll be last. But yeah, first let's get the onions in, and then once the onions are in, then the bell peppers. Then after the bell peppers, I'm sorry, onions, garlic. Yeah, this whole shebang.
Yes, Sensei. We'll be right back. There we go. Bouncing. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're ready to start. So how are we starting?
Yeah, so you just throw a little oil at the bottom. Oh, I'm having fun with this. Okay, yep.
Okay, completely coated.
Yep. And we throw the onions in. What is it on?
Way too high, so we got medium.
Okay, medium.
So we have our onions.
Mm-hmm.
So do you prefer, I know you said Vidalia onion because it's sweeter?
I like sweet onions. Yeah, Vidalia onions. Yeah,
Sweet
I love
onion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so a little paprika. Oh, you can use your hands.
Okay. I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to get it centered.
Whippy. You got excited. Yeah.
And so we cook these down.
Yeah.
So they caramelize.
It probably needs a little bit more oil. It's a slight. Yeah, there you go. You put a garlic in there as well.
Okay. Now you said your parents are from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So is that your cuisine that you prefer, like Caribbean food?
That's my
Jamaican
favorite
food?
cuisine. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm the best at cooking it because I don't. I cook to serve. I actually don't love cooking, honestly. My husband actually likes to cook. But I know a couple of dishes. You know, my mom had taught me a lot of dishes. I just.
So what's your favorite one to make?
Yeah, this is easy. No, but I like brown stew chicken. Ackee and saltfish, of course, because like ackee and saltfish is my favorite dish of all time. But it's hard to eat it in the States because it's not as fresh. It's hard to get fresh ackee. Yeah.
Yes.
It's canned. What else do I love?
So
jerk chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like jerk chicken here in the States or?
As long as I get my jerk chicken from a Jamaican, and it's gonna be good.
It's more authentic.
Yeah.
The Americanized version of it.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Do you need more oil or are you good?
Yeah, we probably need a little bit more oil. All right. Perfect. Yep, let the professional do it.
It's all right. We just want to even that out so it cooks even and nothing gets burned, especially the garlic.
Yep.
So we don't want that to happen.
Nope. Yep. It's cooking very fast. So we can throw the kale in there, probably maybe like 2 more minutes, and then throw the kale in there.
Okay. Do you need water or broth or something like that to go with it, or?
No, I usually just use the oil and the kale. So you
just saute it that way?
and then I'll put in the
Oh, the sauce.
sauce. That'll be the
Stir
liquid.
fry sauce.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay. Burn in it.
Yeah, it's kind of high. Yeah, you can turn it down a little bit lower.
All the way down. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're simmering.
Yep, simmering.
Okay, we're simmering. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good already.
Mm-hmm.
Smells good already. Okay. So after college, you're here in Atlanta.
Yeah, after college, I'm here in Atlanta, and
Did you come right after college?
2010 is immediately. Immediately. As soon as my friend was like, I have a job for you, I was on the first thing on the highway with my Toyota Corolla and my suitcase. I said, bye, Mom.
Wow, okay.
And I moved to Smyrna, stayed with a friend for a couple months, and I did the whole Atlanta apartment.
Didn't
you know, yeah, did that. The single girl in Buckhead, just living my life.
Big Willie style.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's I mean, if you're gonna land here, that's a good place to land.
Yeah, no, it was a journey for sure. But I had some good friends in the city to help me navigate, and then I took up DJing, and then the rest is history.
Just like what? So as a kid, was your family musical?
So my dad, he's a big.
'Cause I heard you say you use his stuff.
Yeah, so he passed away, but he was a big vinyl collector, and he was really big on music. And our house growing up was the hub for entertainment. So all of our family would come to our house, and so my mom was the cook, and my dad was the DJ, and the whole family would come, and we would just party till hours and hours in the morning, and that was my upbringing. And so naturally, when I came to Atlanta, and there was just always this calling to get back to that feeling, because that was the happiest moment of my life.
Felt at home.
Yeah, it felt home. Yeah, and so then I reached out to a DJ friend of mine, and I was just like, I want to do this. So what do I need to do? Yeah, and he started showing me the ropes.
When you started, did you start with vinyl?
I did not. I have a vinyl collection, but I did not because in 2010, actually, vinyl kind of was
already faded out.
Yeah, it was
starting to come back in.
And Controllerise had just been introduced to the market. So where my tax bracket was, the controller was the most affordable at the time. I took my tax returns, and in 2012,
Listen, you got to start with what you can afford.
You got to start with what you. Now I have all of the bells and whistles, and I love vinyl, and I have Technique 1200s. But I started on the controller and then upgraded as I started. Yeah.
We don't want to burn it.
Yeah, no, we're good. We can actually add the kale now. The kale probably will eat up a lot of that.
How much?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Because it'll
reduce down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then try to get the vegetables from off the bottom and more the kale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kale on top?
Yep.
I mean, kale on the bottom.
Kale on the bottom, vegetables on top, so they're not consistently burning. You're just tossing the whole time, basically, while it cooks down. And then you could probably do a little bit more oil on.
I will say, in my day, everybody who wanted to be a DJ, like way back in the day, started with like a little realistic mixer and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't have the matching turntables. It was just, you get two and you go at it.
When I got my controller, I quickly realized that in order to truly respect the craft of DJing, you have to learn the full gambit of DJing. And so that's when I took it upon myself to invest in turntables, invest in vinyl records, and learn the craft as it was, created so many years ago by the pioneers. So it's really important. I think that if I were to advise anything to a newer DJ, it's tough because nowadays it's so easy to get a controller. It's so easy, But for me, once I did that, opportunities opened up. Because
Okay.
people started to look at you like you really knew what you were doing, especially when the sound backed up the technique.
Do you think it's easier now to be a DJ as opposed to
Oh yeah.
back in the day?
Oh my, it was easy for me at the time because 2012 was when I started. It was easier for me, even when I had conversations with older DJs and DJs who've been in the game. They were like, "Oh yeah," because to your point, you know, there's DJs who are like, "Did you ever pick up a milk crate and carry vinyl?
Yeah.
Like not just one, but like 5 or 6
Right.
with techniques and all of that? And if you didn't do that, then like we don't have nothing to talk about." And so yeah, so because I kind of live in a hybrid space of
Yeah.
knowing, you know, what it takes from the vinyl perspective as well as I guess new school, you know, I definitely think it's a lot easier now. And then I think with streaming, because now you don't even have to download music now.
Yeah.
You could literally just connect to Wi-Fi, connect to a streaming platform, and then get every song accessible in the world. Like click of a button. I never.
Gone are the days of the record pool.
Record pools still exist, but they're dying out.
Okay.
For sure. For sure. Okay,
Wow.
so now we can throw a little. Actually, we could probably put the chickpeas in, and then we can start to season
Okay.
once everything is in there. And yes. I'm gonna cut this lemon.
This looks very colorful.
Yep.
Smells delicious.
Yep. You throw some lemon in there. And we'll take some salt. Get that going. And this is Old Bay right here.
Yes, it is.
So Old Bay, my husband is from Maryland.
Of course he is with the Old Bay.
Yeah. So I had no idea what this was until we got married. And he was like, "This needs to live in our house." And I was like, "Oh, what is this?" You know? And I was like, "Oh, yeah, now I can't eat anything without it."
From Maryland, he's got you indoctrinated with the crabs.
100%.
All of
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a crab. I love crabs. My dad was really big on getting fresh crabs for us. So I love crabs, but he, you know, his family and him being from Maryland definitely, you know, got us right in our house.
Okay.
So,
That was a staple for us in New Jersey. Blue crabs on Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was that.
So now when you want to open this up, we're going to do a little stir fry. And that's really it. It's so simple. It's like
Okay.
you could just eat this as is. And it's a great meal prep if you cook like double what we cook.
Cook the volume.
And just, yeah, just
Balanced
divide it
enough to
up.
have the proteins you need.
You can add more too. You could add beans. You could add all kinds of stuff to it to make it more dense.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much?
So this is just feels. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what this tastes like. I should figure. I could taste it. Is there? Okay.
Just
Okay. I'll see. Okay. What's this now? This is good.
the Cantonese version.
So because it has salt in it, you don't want to put too much because you already put salt in here. So it's really just to give it a little bit of a kick. It's not a lot. Yeah, you can saute that. Yep. Exactly. And that is really it.
Yes, chef.
Do you watch The Bear?
No.
Oh my God, you need to watch The Bear. As a chef, I feel like you would appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I will
It's
cue that up today.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think it's on. I'm not sure what platform it's on, but it's a chef-inspired show. I'm
Okay.
based out of Chicago.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
that's it. So then now we could get into the next part of the. Oh, we could throw a little for spice. Do you like spice?
I like spice.
Okay, good.
Bring the heat.
Yeah, this is a good topping. You can even do this on your plate when you're plating.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. So this portion is done.
Oh, you do a little black pepper too.
We will set up for the next portion. Be right back.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to get started on the salmon.
Yes.
And lead the way.
Panko crusted salmon is pretty simple. We've got the breadcrumbs, and so we want to season this up a little bit. So we'll probably pour some in here, and while I'm doing that, you can probably start dicing up the salmon, and all of these same seasonings we're just gonna put and add to give it a little taste. And then I'm saying that's some Old Bay, some parsley. a little salt, a little black pepper. I like to have fake accents on my.
You know, they have a strong British accent in the
I
Caribbean.
just came back from London too, so
Was it for work or for vacation?
for vacation actually, which is something that I don't do enough. But yeah, I decided to go see Cleo Soul in concert, and it was life changing. It was so good.
Nice.
So
Where was the concert?
it was in. I would lie if I told you. I don't remember the city. It was. London has a lot of cities like around. Have you been before?
Yes, we just came back from London.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. You
We
did
just
tell me
came
that.
So we were in the Kensington area.
Yeah. Oh, you did tell me that too. I remember we were in Kensington. I forgot exactly the city, but the festival is called All Points East, I believe. So I'm probably gonna need more of the panko. So I'll just season this too, in case. Yeah, I'll use that.
So we don't have to use all the fish if this.
That's a lot of fish. Yeah, I don't use that
more
much
than
fish.
what your recipe calls for.
Yeah.
We have to feed the crew.
Yeah, so I think we should cook it all, to be honest. So I'm just gonna season this up as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the festival was amazing. We went and just hung out, and I like to go visit vinyl lounges and record stores. That's my version of traveling. I immediately Google the nearest record store so that I can spend money that I don't have on.
So record stores throughout the world, are they different? Do you see any difference there?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Here?
They have the best. London has the best vinyl collection. They just have limited releases. I think London and Japan have like some of the best editions of vinyl that I have personally seen. So okay.
So for a DJ, you can tell me what to do.
Oh yeah, we're gonna oil this up.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna oil the pan as well.
So for a DJ, when you're traveling, you're in the vinyl lounge. Like, how do you look for records? Like, what do you look for?
Oh.
Do you look to find something new? Do you say,
I just look to look. I literally have no rules. Well, it depends. So recently I did a set, a Bob Marley set at one of my events that I'm curating called High Bias Listening. And one of the nights we honored Bob Marley. And I really wanted to bring out my vinyl collection. I have most of his albums, but I didn't have one. And when I went to London, I wasn't looking for the one album that I needed, but I happened to be, digging, and I found it. And that's usually the serendipity of finding the record you didn't know you needed until you found it. You're just like, I was looking for you. And then, So I'll just oil this up a little bit just so that the panko can stick a little.
Sounds like our oven is ready.
Is that okay? Cool. And then we're gonna coat.
Now, do you want completely coated or?
Yes, completely coated. Or completely coated, give or take. It's not gonna
You
all
want to dump it
stick.
in a bowl? You did both?
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, so we'll do both.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do that. You do that one. I'll do this one. We're gonna lay it out on the pan. Yeah. Gotcha.
Sorry. Come a little closer.
It's a good thing I did 2 bowls.
Yes. Back in the day when I started looking for records again recently in the past couple of years, but it was the same thing where you're out looking, you're just kind of, as they say, digging in the crates, looking through, and whatever you come across, like, oh, this is what I was looking for.
Yeah, I think it's just amazing. So I just look for, the best for me. I organize my vinyl through Discogs so that I can know what I have versus what I don't have, so that I'm not always getting like doubles and triples, because that happens a lot too. You're like, oh, do I have this Anita record? I'm like, yeah, you do, but you buy it anyway. As a DJ, it's good to have doubles because then you can juggle, which is a term, when you go back and forth from the same record to kind of create a break as you're DJing.
So is the terminology still the same as back when?
Yeah, for the most part. There's a couple of newer terms because of technology. So there's,
Okay.
things that haven't applied back in the day that only apply now. But for the most part, your scratching, your reverb, your breaks, it's pretty much the same.
Okay. Do you play any instruments?
Do I play any instruments?
Yeah.
I played the piano
Okay.
when I was growing up. I learned by ear. I knew a little bit about music theory, not a lot. Most of it I actually learned as an adult, as I was actually learning how to DJ.
Okay.
But that would be the one instrument that I know a little bit about. Not a lot of it. But
I always wonder, like, for DJs, if they're like musically inclined, or do they just know music, or is there something that helps them along the way with the music?
Yeah, I don't really. I have an ear. That's the best way for me to explain it.
Okay.
I can just hear and feel when it comes to how I DJ. And it's so hard to explain, but I listen to music with the production in mind first. I'm listening to the instrumental of a song always before I do. People mostly listen to the song for the lyrics or the artist, but I'm really, really attracted to the production of a record. I've dabbled in production myself. It's something that I'm actually really starting to pivot into.
Production of
a song, like creating music.
Like,
yeah.
what does that mean? The production, what does that entail?
Well, production is a wide term that can mean a lot. I would probably think about making beats and instrumental based music, kind of like the collective that I'm a part of, Controllerise.
Okay.
You can probably take this and just
really code it.
Get a little, you know what I mean?
So is this supposed to be crispy when it comes out?
Yeah.
I like it. Like salmon nuggets.
Salmon nuggets. Yep.
All right.
So
we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we're going to sit down, and we're going to continue to chop it up while we chop it up.
Okay.
Chef Rah,
Ah!
let's see what you are working with. This looks delicious.
It does. If it doesn't taste good,
it would absolutely taste good.
I don't know who made it.
If we taste with our eyes first, then this is amazing.
Okay. It does. See, it is so easy.
I like
this. This is when you don't want to think. And it's healthy.
It really is.
I would say a little healthier is just not doing the panko on the salmon. Just do grilled salmon instead of the bread.
No, you got to do the panko.
Exactly.
I do the panko.
That part.
A sauce or something.
There's a little kick. With the red
really
pepper,
good.
I can taste the red pepper flakes. Yeah, makes it a little spicy. Let me get a bite of
I'm going for more.
Oh, more spice.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it.
That's fair.
So you have graduated past the sous chef portion of the training.
Well, cheers to that. Here, cheers to that. Our sparkling
We're
water.
officially Chef Rah.
I'm glad it's approved.
Really, really good. It's hard to talk and eat at the same time, but we're gonna try.
Okay.
So we were talking about making your way to Atlanta.
Making my way downtown. I'm sorry, it's a thing where I come up with a song based off of what you say, and my whole life is like that. And so, if you don't know that, it can be annoying. But
no, because I'm similar.
Okay, good.
So it's a song for whatever's happening.
Yeah, you said making your way. I just immediately thought.
I get it.
Yeah.
So, but my songs are always, not what everybody else is thinking.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, we're all different,
So, so you just had songs.
Mm-hmm.
You're all about the music.
I am.
The biopic of Chef Empress Rah.
Be cooking. I be mixing.
You be chefing it up.
Yeah.
Cutting it up. Doing
Yeah.
all the things. I know you have more than 3. 3 songs
Oh,
on that soundtrack.
oh.
Doesn't matter what part of your life you're in. Like, just what's some songs that have to be on that soundtrack?
3 songs? That's
So, okay,
criminal.
it's a double CD. We know there's more.
Yeah, okay.
But just give me a few that have to be on there.
Natural Mystic by Bob Marley.
Ooh.
Um, oh, It Was a Good Day, Ice Cube. Today Was a Good Day.
Today, okay,
Yeah.
good day.
Damn. The third one is, I would have to say another Bob Marley song. Bob Marley is like my
All-time
heart.
favorite.
Yeah. But Turn Your Lights Down Low, Bob Marley and Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
Yes. I love that
Mhm.
song.
Yeah. That's 3. But I
Okay.
have so many more.
Two more. Something from your younger years that resonated with you.
Something from my younger years. Oh, I don't know. There's so much. There's so many different parts of my life. My foundation was primarily reggae in my house.
So pick some Barris Hammond, some.
What you know about Barris Hammond? Barris Hammond, yeah. I would say like Lovers Rock, anything Lovers Rock. That was like the cleaning music in our house.
Uh-huh.
Gregory Isaacs.
Ooh.
Night Nurse.
That's a winner right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that was tough. I almost didn't get it. I almost got caught. I almost got caught slacking. This is one of those meals that you can't smile while you're eating because of the kale, and it's just gonna be like
You don't
killing
want
you.
Okay.
I'm like feeling it. I'm like, hold on. But yeah, that was a tough question. It's hard,
Okay.
but I did it.
Yeah. Music is so universal, so integral in your lives, and for somebody like you, who's a DJ, that's your career now. Do you have to keep up with music?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to study music?
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of, with anything, DJing has become a job.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're just a music lover and you appreciate music for what it is, it's very different when you listen to it for work. And ever since becoming a DJ, music, it doesn't matter where I hear it. It doesn't matter if it's watching a television show and it's a soundtrack, or if I'm in the grocery store and I hear a song, I automatically categorize the song that I'm hearing for a certain category in my life.
Okay.
And 9 out of 10 times, it's like I can hear that at a wedding. I can hear that while I'm studying. I can hear that while I'm cleaning. I can hear that when there's a bunch of women in front of me that are like, turn me up. Like, I have to categorize every single song I hear. So my brain is constantly on anytime there's music.
So how do you listen to music for enjoyment? Or can you?
I don't.
No?
I
mean,
don't.
it's enjoyment, but it's still work.
I do. I of course. I love music in a way. Music is therapy in a way. And it's shifted. When I said I don't so abruptly, it's shifted in recently because it is so related to work. I DJ every single week, and every single week I'm constantly sourcing and pulling, and so when I want to turn off what used to be time for me to listen to music is now like a podcast or a show or somebody talking or silence. I love silence. I'm a huge fan of silence.
So you have moments where, okay, no music right now?
All the time. I drive home. Any DJ that's listening to me, they're like, yeah, when I'm driving either to a gig or from a gig, complete silence. I don't want to hear anything. I enjoy silence because it's the one time I get to just sit in just my thoughts and not the influence of some form of frequency.
We're going to stay on DJing for a second here.
Yeah.
So when you are heading to a gig, have you already prepared? Do you have like a playlist? Is everything curated? Or do you wait, like you go into a wedding, like, let me see what the crowd is like at the reception. These people are whack. I don't want to play that. They're not going to understand my vibe. Do you just go by a vibe? I know that's a long question.
Yeah, no. So yes and no. It just depends on the gig.
Okay.
certain gigs are no thought gigs, and so one of the key things to DJing is organizing. With whatever platform you're using, whether it's Serato or Record Box, you organizing your crates. It's the same way when your vinyl collection, you have your.
What's Serato?
Serato is a software that that DJs use to play their music digitally.
Okay.
It's the digital. It digitizes the vinyl records, or when you have one record versus another, it's just a digital MP3 file that you can play through your computer.
I got you.
Yeah, and then Record Box is the same thing, just a different company.
Okay.
Yeah. So. So when you organize your music and your files, you organize it with like your wedding songs that you play at a wedding, songs that you open the night with. If it's the beginning of the night, you don't play the same music that you play at the end of the night versus the beginning or even the middle. Then you have genres. So you have your hip hop, your reggae, your reggaeton, your soca, your calypso, your jazz house. I mean, you can organize by that. Then you have your eras. So you have your 70s, your 80s, your 90s. So you break all of that down beforehand, and it's a constant organizing thing. It's something that's forever moving. When you download new music or you get new music, you put them in the categories, and they live. So that when you're at your set, whatever the assignment is, you can just easily reference, oh, we're in a 70s bag, I can be in my 70s bag. And all the music that you need that in the 70s is there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like cooking. You got to get all the ingredients and make sure the
100%.
ingredients go together well.
Yep.
Because you don't want to add something that requires obey and you're putting on a spicy something that doesn't mix, or it's over salted and it just doesn't taste good.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you're playing, do you take requests other than from the person who said, I want her here? Or do you just like, no, they want to hear this, we're playing that?
Every single DJ in the world hates requests, me included.
Okay.
Yeah, requests are not fun. However, I do believe that sometimes there's a time and place for them. Usually, I really welcome requests when, like, private events, when the client is open to requests as well. Like, yeah, let them choose whatever. And I'm like, okay, if it's an open format event, then cool. I'm open to that. But outside of that, please don't ask me. I'll look into the camera. Please don't ask me. Or you can pay. You can Zelle, Cash App, and even then, I don't know, because you'll be in let's say you're playing a certain style of music, right? Jazz house, which is a little up tempo. It's like 120, and someone comes in and they want to hear Gucci, and you're just like,
doesn't go with this.
It doesn't. It's a tough thing. But yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of requests.
People want to hear really popular songs.
Yeah, it depends. If I'm at a sports bar, why not? It's top 40, then cool. But if I'm at a curated event that has a certain vibe and a certain sound frequency, then no, you need to just ride the wave or go somewhere else or listen to that record in your car. Like, kind of how I feel.
Take your fan out when you get back to the car.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yes, that part. No shade. It's time and place.
Yeah. I agree.
Time and place. But yeah, no, DJing is therapy for me. Music is therapy for me. It has saved me and so many people through so many situations. And
that's not what a DJ say.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the songs were created for it. There's also Go DJ. Yeah. In case you're not, I did another version. A wordplay is what you call that. Yeah. But yeah. I always loved music because of my household growing up. And when I moved to Atlanta, I reached out to a DJ. I started it, and I got my MBA when I moved to Atlanta. With my MBA, I was able to kind of really understand business and marketing specifically. And being that I was of the social media era, from the transition from like MySpace to Facebook to Twitter, I kind of was in my prime when all that was happening. I quickly saw what the future was when it came to social media and branding. And so I leveraged my degrees, my psychology degrees, really like emotional behavior, but in relation to music. So I'm able to quickly see how people move within a crowd. Okay. If I need to turn up or turn down, if there's more women than men, if it's women over 40 versus women under 30, like I read and
So
scan
you're looking at all that the whole
all the
time,
time.
the whole time,
The whole time.
Okay.
Most DJs do, but for me, I was able to use my degree, and that's how I say I use my degree right now. When as a full-time DJ, I'm like, that's how I use my degree of psychology. But
So that's like public speaking with the music kind of thing.
100%, 100%, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and yeah, I booked my first wedding. My cousin, shout out to my cousin Mika. She
Shout out to Mika.
she was my first official client. She's like, do my wedding, and I was like, okay. I did her wedding. I printed out some business cards and put Empress Rah, and I never stopped working from that day forward. I just kept getting booked, and thank God, I'm able to do what I do, and I'm here now.
That very first performance, that was a family member.
That was a family member.
Do you remember your very first performance that wasn't a family member? And how'd you feel and what was
it was a bar in Buckhead. I forgot the name of the bar. I don't think it's open anymore, but it was a bar in Buckhead. It was like a Thursday night, ladies' night. And I got hired to DJ that night. And I invited my friends out, and yeah, that was like my first non-family member event when I was actually in an event space.
Were you anxious?
I'm always anxious to this day. I've been DJing 13 years, as long as my locks.
Wow, you still get nervous?
Every day, every time I sit or stand in front of a DJ booth, I am always nervous because I really care about my craft and I really want to make sure that I send the message that I'm intending to send to the audience. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really performance anxiety. You just want to do a good job and want people to enjoy.
It is performance anxiety.
I was trying to say it wasn't.
It is. No, it is. I've always had performance anxiety. I have anxiety in period. Like, I just live with that,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You seem like a very outgoing kind of person. You're not?
Mm-mm. I am, but I'm not. What do we said, ambivert? I'd much rather not. So when I step away from the lights, camera, action, and the DJ, like, you probably can't find me in the building. I'm probably in the back, on a couch somewhere, like, just kind of like decompressing. So, yeah, I'm not really, but I do know how to be social. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it's like an alter ego whenever I perform.
I think a lot of people who have to be in front of the camera experience that.
Yeah.
Even people who've been doing it for 100 years, they just want to, okay, that's over, turn it off.
There is a thrill that comes with it, though, that keeps you coming back for more. But I can feel the shift from when I end my set and I get off stage and I'm just like, that was a lot, It's like two different personalities.
Do you prefer large crowd, small crowd?
Small. I prefer, in a dream world, those DJs that have like the masks on and they have like Dead Mouse or all I wish that I could do that. I don't want you to see me. I want you to hear me and I want you to feel me. I recently went to Anderson .Paak and Knowledge. They have a group called No Worries together, and they did a concert in Atlanta. And the way they did the stage design, Knowledge, who was the producer, he was like lit in a way where you couldn't really see him, but you knew he was there. Yeah. And when I saw that, I was like,
I need that in my life.
I think that is so. I really do. I feel like performance DJs, now this is no shade to any DJ, but it has become a bit of a performance now where it's more so like look at me instead of look at, or just like the music.
Like, see me, not my skill.
I'm 100% only here for the music. Like that's the reason why I decided to even choose DJing as a career, because I realized and recognized how important music is, how, especially during times like now, that's what we lean on. That's what brings us together. It fosters community. It fosters conversation. Like, it's art. It's art. And art is just like, art is healing. So
I was going to ask you, what does music mean to you? But you're giving me all of it right now.
No, I mean, that's what it is. Music is therapy and it's art. And it's just a way of connecting with these so talented musicians who are sharing their vulnerabilities through their instruments and through their voice and through their lyrics and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And just being able to spread it. My job is to take their message and to pass it along.
Okay.
That's really all it is. In a form of these like magnificent frequencies that somehow strung together creates like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even explain it. It's just, it's.
I think it just did.
It's just, it's life-changing.
It really is.
It really is. It's changed my life. It's helped me in so many decisions. It's, like even with the passing of D'Angelo, rest in peace,
Yes,
you just don't realize how impactful someone's catalog is until you really go through their catalog. And you're like, man, I remember when Nothing Even Matters was playing at our wedding and our bridal party was walking down the aisle and I can look at my husband and we're locking eyes. And I'm like, like that was a moment that's like locked in time so that if I hear it in the car, I go right back to that moment.
Yes.
Or your prom dance, or whatever.
Yeah.
Even your breakup, when your first breakup, you're just
I
like,
don't like those songs.
yeah, but they served its purpose. They got
They
you through.
did. Well, no. I still get mad when I hear those songs, but it's all right.
What's the song? What's the song that you hear? You're just like,
And we are eating.
I remember I was in high school, and the song "So Sick of Love Songs" by Neo was out.
Okay.
That's like the worst song in the world. It's not a good song, but it happened to coincide with the heartbreak.
Oh.
And I was just like, the fact that the song came out while I was having a heartbreak, I was just like, oh man.
I think that's one of the things about music, like it takes you to a place.
Yeah, it takes you through a place. Yeah.
Yeah. Some things you want to remember, some things you don't.
NDRE's album when my father passed away, that album, there's a lot of key moments. Music is everything. Yeah.
Yeah, music.
Happy, sad, mad, glad, angry, every single emotion, you name it, there's a song for it.
That's what I said. If it's a soundtrack to your life, like what is it? It's just going to be all the different moments.
Yeah. And I have so many different parts of my life. And so when people ask me like, well, what kind of DJ are you? I can't answer because I'm all over the place.
So do you have a favorite genre of music?
My absolute favorite genre of music of all time is reggae.
No,
Yeah, reggae. But I mostly play hip hop and R&B. I would think that's just like the lane that I'm most comfortable in. But hip hop and R&B is so wide. Yeah. So I really lean into a lot of producer-based hip hop. So if you name your favorite producer, that's kind of like Dilla, Alchemist, that Ninth Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like my favorite style of hip hop that I listen to. And then R&B is so also big as a genre. So I listen to nowadays a lot of indie R&B, alternative R&B. So that's kind of like my jam, but I know it all. So I can play. And when I say I know it all, I don't know all of it, but I know a lot about both genres. So I can kind of go into different lanes depending on where I am and who I'm DJing for.
My favorites are classic 70s R&B.
Ooh.
And Motown. Like that's my favorite era.
Oh my God! So you need
Stevie
to come
Wonder,
to
Donny Hathaway, all that.
Do you know about High Bias?
No.
Okay, so you know about Controllerise, right?
I do now.
Okay.
Yes, I do. It was very good. The vibe was good.
Controllerise?
Controllerise, yeah.
Yeah, Controllerise is cool. So really quick, I'll kind of fast forward as to how I got to Controllerise, and then I'll talk about High Bias, which is what I think you would appreciate.
Okay.
And anyone who's in the city of Atlanta that likes 70s or just older music. So I'm DJing for all this time. I'm bouncing around the city, and I'm doing the whole circuit of new DJ. How can I get seen? Right? It's a step dance that all DJs go through. I start a podcast.
Okay.
And the podcast is called The Eye of Rah Show, which is basically just the insight of music through my lens. And I was interviewing producers, and kind of similar to this, but they would do a mix, a DJ guest mix, and then I would sit down and talk to them. And it wasn't video; it was audio. And I was scrolling on Instagram one day, and I saw this guy pop up, and he was making beats on the video. And I'm like, he sounds kind of like Jay Dilla. Like, who is this kid? Like, what? Come to find out, his name is Stolen Drums. And so I reached out to him, and I'm like, hey, I would love to interview you because your music is really good. And so he's like, sure, let's set it up. At the interview, we talk about his life and his journey and how amazing he is and what he's done. And at the end, he's just like, I have this event that me and my bro created called Controllerise. We're going to be doing our second show on May 18th, 2017. And I remember that date because that's actually the day I met my husband because he actually was there as well. So
What song was playing?
Well,
I'm just playing. Go ahead. Go ahead with the story.
that's hilarious. A lot of songs were playing, but he asked me, he's like, "Do you want to do a set?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So in 2017, this is a time where lo-fi hip hop was very popular. His style of music was kind of categorized as that, even though it's a little bit more than that. But you know, people like to categorize things. So. And lo-fi hip hop, funny enough for me, was the one genre that I did not DJ because it was what I listened to when I wanted to relax or study. But this opportunity presented itself, and I was just like, I can't say no.
Right.
So I said, sure, I'll DJ. And I go and I DJ. I meet my husband, who's also on the lineup. Shout out to Maurice Daniel. And, you know, from there, I just found this community of people who were like myself. They're, you know, just a little bit of a nerd and, you know, really into the music and just kind of like no frills. We just want to hang out and vibe. And that was the first day of like the rest of my life essentially because I poured myself into this community from 8 years ago. And so much so that Stolen Drums offered me to become part of the company in a much bigger capacity and offered me the chance to be equity partner and help grow this beautiful community that we have. And so we've grown it over the past 8 years, and it is what it is. And when you came and hung out with us, that is our latest iteration of a very long chapter for us. And it's just been really exciting. But within that, so many changes happened, and Stolen Drums, you know, mentioned like, you know, we really should have a place where we can like listen to the music that we really want to listen to.
Yes.
And that is music like you mentioned. And so we do like UK jazz, we do, you know, 70s soul, we'll do a night of just Stevie Wonder, and that is called High Bias Listening.
I'm going to be there for that. It's my favorite artist of all time.
Well, we did Stevie Wonder already, but we might run it back. But just the night is a vibe for people who want to like listen to the music for what it is, and it's in a high fidelity listening lounge. So the speakers are treated for you to listen to the record. It's a really cool experience. But that is something that you know, that we Controllerise and, you know, Drums and myself, we have decided to kind of take on as a new initiative, as let's say like a, you know, Controllerise is the flagship, and this is like kind of like the spinoff.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I will definitely be checking it out.
For sure.
You will see us there.
Yeah, it's every Wednesday. It's at Block and Drum, and it's a vibe. You would really enjoy it. It's like listening to music in your living room with a whole bunch of friends. It's like, that's how I call it.
Yes, I think people don't realize that. Well, some people don't realize they don't grow up with good music. So I know for us, we grew up with like good live music, and so that's like when I hear music, I like visualize it, like what it, you know, the instruments and like all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean,
What's your favorite genre of music?
So I have two.
Okay.
My favorite genre would be like soul music, like all the way back to like Frankie Lyman, that kind of soul music, Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
My second and third, believe it or not, would be like Southern, like quartet gospel kind of music.
Ooh.
I like that because that's what I grew up with in church. So the heavy beats and drums and the bass, I like that kind of music. So anything that sounds similar to that, that's my lane.
Nice.
So I love it. I think surprisingly, my favorite concert of all time, guess who it was?
Who?
Inez Andrews.
Really?
She used to be with Caravans.
Yeah.
Only because I'm a young kid. And this lady is singing. I never heard singing like that before.
Really?
It's so amazing. It like stuck with me like my whole life. I was like,
where did she perform? When was this in your life? Like
this. So I'm a young kid. I'm probably 15, 16. We lived in northern New Jersey. So it was at like the Abyssinian Baptist Church.
Was it like your first concert?
No. We would go to like gospel concerts every Sunday. In the summertime, we would go to, they would have 4th of July concerts in a stadium called Martin Stadium, East Orange. But it would be like the famous artists there. So you Sarah Melvin, like all these different people.
Yeah.
You know, you hear that every summer. So you hear live music all the time.
Right.
But this was in a close, intimate space. And it was, for me personally, the most amazing thing I ever heard.
That's dope.
So yeah, that one like really, I don't know, that and the Stevie Wonder concert. Those are like.
I'm so jealous.
That was, yeah. So
That's
my
so
wife, she
dope.
got me Stevie Wonder concerts for my birthday one year. And so
That's,
she was
shout out
my
to the wife. Shout out to the
favorite
wife.
person in the
Woo,
world
let me
for a long
shine.
time. Yes.
That's what's up. That's cool.
So yeah, I think those are the musical moments for me.
Yeah.
Just being able to remember all of that.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Which, yeah, those things I really enjoyed.
I'm eating way slower than you.
Oh, that's okay. You were talking. I'm giving you a chance to catch up. But I'm trying not to put more on my plate.
Oh no! What?
You got to feed the crew.
What's-
This was a very good blend. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
It's a very easy, weeknight meal, and you can make some for leftovers.
You know, a combination that I like,
What?
kale and sweet potato.
Oh, that's also very good.
I like
yeah.
that.
Sometimes we do instead of rice, we'll do sweet potatoes. Actually.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm just making a mess over here. Look at that. Just goddamn.
So for food, like, what does food mean to you?
What does food mean to me?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, please do, because I'm like, dang.
So for me, food is love. So for me, that's
that's
how
a good
I see
answer.
it.
How do I go after that?
Oh no, so I'll tell you why food is love. So for me, like I told you before, you said where'd you go to school? So I went to CIL. That was the Culinary Institute of Louise. So
Okay.
that's how I learned how to cook. You know, that was my starting point. And so, but I remember like watching her cook for a large family every day. I saw the passion, and sometimes it wouldn't be a lot. It would just be maybe the beans and the rice and some cornbread or something like that. But I could see the effort she put into it. Like, I want to take care of my family.
Yeah.
And so that's how I always see cooking.
I don't know how to come back after that. Love, that's it. That's the answer.
So that's the answer for both of us.
I mean, that's it. I mean, for me, food is good conversation. So I grew up in a household where you stop what you're doing at a certain time and you sit at a table and you eat your food at a certain time, and we all, this was the time for us to commune.
Come
and
together,
how was your
yes.
day and how was work, how was school? And, at the time it was annoying because I'm a kid. I'm like, I don't want to be here. But like, looking back, I cherish that. And then as an adult, my husband and I, we live extremely busy lives. Like we're just ripping and running, and we are sometimes ships passing in the night. But one thing we make sure we do, no matter what, is to stop for a second and break for a meal, and we'll just, connect over the meal. If that's the only time we connect, it's over a meal. Or we'll cook together, where we're like, all right, we're cooking tonight. I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cooking either. And we both have that answer. It's just like, we're doing it together. That's how we're gonna get through this. And we'll put on a vinyl record. We'll probably do a little bit of gardening, if you catch my drift.
I do.
Yep. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll just make a night of it. We'll romanticize the night where we do this. And it's just like, we'll either find a new recipe that we found online or do something that we know.
Yeah.
And then spend 2 hours just hanging out with each other.
And I'm sure it's the most amazing 2 hours.
It is. And my mom is big on that. So holidays, like I don't really celebrate holidays like that anymore as an adult because capitalism sucks. But my favorite part about the holiday is just the food, of course. But more importantly, like what it does to you, like just the feeling of tasting things from your childhood and the conversations and the laughs and the, what did you put in that? What did you do here or whatever? Or can you please fry the plantain or go set the table? Like, I wish I could bottle that. It's like that's healing as well. Like that's
really
like
is.
So, and it's always around food.
It's a meeting place. Everybody comes together.
Yeah. No, it's love. Love is the short version of everything I just said.
No, it's you get to share love. Around the plate, and that's every culture.
Yeah.
It is. Everything happens around food.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nah, I'm always thankful for, the ability to eat, when we say grace and we give gratitude, because this is luxury, this is rich, this is health, this is wealth right here. Being able to do this is 100% a privilege. Indeed. That not everybody is able to do. And so, I always just have so much gratitude whenever I'm able to break some bread. Like,
yes,
it's fuel. It's like putting gas in your car.
You were talking about vinyl.
Okay.
What's your favorite album in your vinyl collection?
Come on, man.
Not your favorite. Okay,
Come on.
tell me some things that are in your vinyl collection.
I just pull out my Discogs.
That's cheating.
No.
No, you could do that. You could do that. Go ahead.
I mean, I have a good collection. I have a decent collection. It comprises of.
No. Let me see what's in your vinyl collection.
Okay.
That's not cheating.
All right. Okay. We're gonna look it up.
You don't want me to go get the 3 albums I got.
Listen, it's asking me to log in, and I'm like, I don't know my password. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna name some artists. We've got it. It varies, but we have Grace Jones, Nipsey Hussle, George Clinton, Jimi Hendrix, of course, Bob, Earth, Wind and Fire, Dr. Dre, Patti LaBelle, Kendrick Lamar, Sade, all her whole collection, Diana Ross, Cleo Soul, Marvin Gaye, Anita Baker, Fazo, The Upsetters, Frank Ocean, Aaliyah, Minnie Riperton. Let's see, Herb Alpert, Miles Davis, Cheryl Lynn, Angela Bofill, Peebo Bryson, Childish Gambino, Rhapsody, Roberta Flack, Chronix, Odyssey, Krungben, Brothers Johnson, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Nas,
Major look.
Usher, Andy Williams, which is random.
Andy Williams.
I know. This is inherited.
You don't have any Hank Williams Jr.?
No, I don't. I would have known, but I don't. No, the Supremes.
That's actually his nickname, Bocephus. Don't ask me why I know that.
Dennis Edwards. It's what?
Don't look any further.
Yeah, don't say that album. Sherelle, Jones Girls, Nina Simone.
Alexander O'Neal?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
I love Nina Simone.
Of
I had to
course.
get used to her, but I love it.
You had to get used to her?
Yeah, because I was like, what is this I'm listening to?
Yeah.
But then I just kept listening to it.
And then you got it, right? Yeah. That's how I felt about Billie Holiday.
Really?
But you know what's so interesting? We have this thing that we do in our house where, like I said, when we're cooking, we choose a record and we turn our phones off and put the record on. And like, that's the best time to listen to a record is when you're doing like either you're cleaning or you're cooking, because then you get to really hear like the elements of the art, you know?
Yes.
And I did that one time with the Billie Holiday album. I think it was one of her, forgot which album it was, but I was like, oh my God.
Like you get why she's...
Yeah, because I mean, I love her, of course, but you know how sometimes you don't really connect with the music if you're not from that era?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. I'm like, oh, Billie Holiday, like she's her, but I don't connect with her music until I did. And I was just like, oh, whew, yeah. So I feel that.
With the newer artists, believe it or not.
Oh, it takes time to...
Yeah, it takes time for me to warm up to them. It takes time.
That's fair. That's fair. Which new artist do you like digging now?
That I like?
Yes. That's fair. He's like, none of them.
No, you know who I was surprised that I liked? Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. I like this song, but it took, I liked it once I really listened to like that This Is America song.
Okay.
I was like, oh, this guy's good. I like him. And I had my son say this to his music. He was like, he's great. I was like, he's all right. And then when I listened to some of his, I was like, oh, this guy's good. You know, it just took a minute for me to warm up to him.
He's very versatile.
He really is.
He's very versatile, very talented. Mm-hmm. I like Childish a lot.
Yeah, he's very good.
That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah. Oh, you mean other artists?
Other new artists.
Other new artists.
Because he's not technically new.
No, he's been around forever. so you can see, that, like some stuff I have to turn it off.
Fair. Same.
You know, some stuff.
Same. Yeah,
like,
it's
I guess I'm way beyond like raunchy.
That's fair.
So some stuff I'm like, I don't want to hear this.
That's fair. Listen, I grew up in Miami.
Oh, not with Uncle Luke and them.
So I know raunchy.
Yeah.
I've listened to raunchy. I embraced raunchy and went to college with raunchy. I know all the words to raunchy, but I do understand that there's like a shift that happens as you age where you're like, Yeah. I don't really judge the kids these days because I was also that person. when I had, when I was outside. So, but I'm like, yeah, my dad always played jazz in the car, and now I always play jazz in the car. I don't know when that happened, but yeah, just my nervous system really appreciates it.
Helps you relax.
Oh my God, it regulates it.
So, since you're not judging the kids.
No, I'm not judging kids.
Do you think music influences culture or culture influences music? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a.
Or is it a combination of both?
It's 100% a combination of both. They're hand in hand. One hand feeds the other. And that debate is exhausting, and this is just a circular conversation, honestly, in my opinion, because depending on like your angle, right? Some people will say it impacts it negatively or positively or whatever the case may be, but where I've landed at these days is art. It is art, and it's subjective. Art is subjective. It's what you decide to take in, what you decide to consume. That is 100% your decision. And if you are looking at a piece of art that you don't see in your home, then don't buy the art. And that's kind of where I land at when it comes to a lot of this newer music and newer styles of music. And it's not for me, but go crazy, I might not agree with it. 9 out of 10 times I don't. And then but I'll keep it pushing. I'll go find myself in a space of the music that I can't agree with. And I push culture in that way, through my lane, through my lens, through what I listen to. And then I find my people that way. So people who listen to my DJing and listen to my mixes, they'll know, you can kind of know who I am off of one set, because I incorporate reggae. I'll incorporate some Florida. I'll incorporate California. I'll incorporate some conscious music. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of ratchet. Because it's me. It's everything that I've lived, my lived experience through the eyes of music. And so, and there's people out there who are like, yeah, I got immigrant parents, and I know Barris Hammond and Gregory Isaacs, and I was in college when Gucci Mane was out, and I understand that. And so that's who I speak to. That's my audience. I no longer try to keep up with the new music. I gave up. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And younger audiences, they want to hear music from the peers.
Yeah,
I'm not your peer.
They can relate to you.
Yeah, if you rock with me, cool, but I'm not trying to pander to that audience.
I think younger audiences appreciate classic music that came before them, even though they like the new stuff. If they hear some 100%. Older stuff.
Controllerise is mostly, we don't play a lot of newer stuff. We play a lot of reimagined, remixed, older music. Yeah. That's kind of like a foundation of ours, because it's a producer-based space. So a lot of the music that you hear is just like sampled, resampled music. And Controllerise specifically, I'm pretty sure you guys noticed, is mostly younger.
The entire crowd was younger.
Yeah.
It was a few.
It's a few
spots of salt and pepper in there.
A few spots of salt and pepper, but for the most part, it's younger. And we're not playing no new music. I don't download new music for that space. Maybe once in a while, if the music feels right for the space. If an artist comes out with a catalog of music that I'm just like, okay, this feels right, I'll do it. Yeah. But if not, like for example, Cardi B, she has a record called, I don't remember what the record's called, but it sampled Imaginary Players, Renee and Angela, Jay-Z, right? That's a very popular sample. And so in that space, that particular sample resonates with the room, because it when you hear Imaginary...
It's for everybody.
It's for... Right. So when you play it, so for her to put that on her latest album, it only makes sense that I play that record, because it just came out, it's for these kids, and it has a iconic beat that we all know and love. So that's when it makes sense, you know what I mean? But other than that, you're not going to hear me run through her catalog, or... Because her music, it's not the same lane as what we do, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All the DJs that come to perform there, are they kind of similar lane, or is it just a little bit of everybody?
It's a little bit of everybody, but most of the people that we bring onto the couch, they have their own signature, their own sound, and that's a space for them to be able to showcase that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating too fast.
Listen. Talking and eating this is like
It's tricky.
And I'm being filmed. I'm like trying not to make a mess, and I'm just like, you know what I mean?
So we can cut that part out.
Okay.
We can cut that part
I'm
out.
over here like, what hell? You know, some of my teeth, like. So, no, this is good though.
So what do you have? You have any big performances coming up? You have like what's going on with you?
Oh my God.
I mean, you don't have to tell me about your big performances, but like what's next for you?
Yeah, I've got some big things happening in the future for sure. But really, I've been DJing for a little bit now, 13 years. And I find myself in a space now where I'm shifting into a different chapter. I don't really know what that looks like, if I can be completely honest, but I feel it. I feel it in the opportunities that are coming along my way, in my role, in these events that I help to curate. And so, you know, my goal right now is really community building through music. And that's through the events that I host and I help curate with Controllerise, with high bias listening. That is like where I'm pouring a lot of my time into because of how needed that community is for people to be able to just come to a space to listen to music and to just relax and to take their mind off of all of this craziness that's happening right now. And then, you know, other than that, for the rest of the year, I don't know when this airs, but for the rest of the year, I'm being extremely intentional on the gigs that I'm saying yes to.
Okay.
You know, if it aligns with me and my personality and my brand and what I see myself for the future, then it's a yes. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna probably, you know, decline it just so that I can make sure that I'm moving in the path that I want to. So I don't really know what that looks like, but you know, it's a lot of cool things. It's a lot of cool things. It's always been a lot of cool things. I found myself in rooms and spaces that I'm just like, how did I get here? How did I end up on this stage? I'm opening for this artist. What? Like it's constantly that, and I see that continuing to happen.
You know what is like if you had to envision like what the ultimate thing would be for you, what would that be?
I actually don't do that anymore.
Good. I mean, not good, but
yeah, no, good. You're right. Yes, good. I don't do that anymore because chasing ceilings is not healthy for me. I found myself chasing the next thing, like we all do. Whenever I got an accomplishment, you know. So, for example, the first time I did an all vinyl set publicly was the most stressful lead up in my life because I put so much pressure on myself, so much undue pressure, and then I performed it, and I did good, and then I received great feedback, and everybody was like, oh, because when you do a vinyl set, it does separate you from a lot of other DJs because it's 100% analog. There's no you know what I mean.
Yep.
And then, but what happened after that was I went into a depression because I was just like, I went into a depression because I was just like, now that I did that, I got to do it again and find another stage and another and another. And
how do I sustain this?
How do I sustain this? Right. And it continued to happen after really big gigs. Like I did festivals and I was on stages, and I'm just like, after it was done, it was a very strange feeling of what's next. Like, where do I go? And I had to check that. And I had to check that and why I was so caught up in the next thing. And so once I was able to check that, I kind of stopped and I said, whatever is for me is for me. If this is the last gig that I do, I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to do it. And if there's something else for me in the future, cool. If not, cool also. Once I reframed my brain to do that, life has been so peaceful.
Yes, it can be.
It's been really good. It's been really good because, I mean, we just find ourselves, and that's an anxiety thing, right? I have anxiety, as I shared. And so the anxiousness is just like that, what's next? What's the future hold? What does it look like for me? What about and just the details and the unnecessary details. And, you know, when you practice meditation, the one thing they say is right now, like right here in this moment, I'm enjoying some really good food and some really good company, having a really great conversation, and that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I know it's like long-winded.
Remember what happened when I went to therapy that one time.
Yeah.
I remembered I wasn't going back.
Oh man, listen, therapy is not always.
I'm not saying it's bad.
It's
not
not
bad.
always in an office with a stranger. I feel like that's like this thing that people feel like that's what therapy is. Therapy is this. Therapy is calling up a girlfriend and venting and being like, I have no solution, but I feel so much better, and hanging up the phone. Not having enablers in your life is therapy, because you need to have people that'll check you and correct you if you're wrong, and say that, this behavior needs to be corrected. But I'm a firm believer in, therapy is going for a walk.
Therapy is
Going for a walk, going for a hike.
Therapy is
cleaning your house, decluttering, getting in the garden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shopping sometimes for some people,
Therapy
cooking.
for me.
Yeah, therapy is not linear, so you don't have to go back to the office. Just continue gardening and cooking.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I continue to do.
So,
but yeah, life is good.
Life is good.
Where can people find you? Is there anything else you want to make sure to mention, bring up, talk about, share? Anything.
I don't know. I feel like I talked.
Anything you want to ask me?
I feel like I talked a lot.
That's the point.
I am just really grateful for this opportunity. I'm glad to connect with you. This was really a lot of fun.
Yes.
I hope that you enjoyed the meal.
I do. I'm gonna tell people now. But like when I make this, look what I created.
It's really easy. It's such a fun meal. But I'm on every platform under the sun. At DJ Empress Rah is my username.
I did want to ask you. The Rah, is it like Eye of Rah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's RAH, and so it's actually short for my government name.
Don't tell us.
Thank you. I wasn't going to, but you keep
it close to the vest.
Yeah, but my close friends and family know my government name. I mean, it's not hard to find, but it's really the reason why I go by Rah is because my full name, people just couldn't pronounce it right, and so we just chopped it and said this is the abbreviated version. Okay. I just go by Rah, and then it just became that. And then Empress is, it's a term that a lot of people in Jamaica use in an endearing format for women that they honor, that they uphold, that carry themselves a certain way. It's like here in America we say queen, like, good morning queen, and so they call women Empress in Jamaica, and so we just Empress Rah. That's my name. So yeah, and then I just played off of the word Rah with the powerful, majestic definition of the Eye of Rah, and
that end part talks about vengeance as well.
Listen, we could get into the Egyptian mythology. Gee, that's another. Stay tuned for part 2 as we do that. But you can find me everywhere on every platform. It's DJ Empress Rah.
So I will definitely be, me and my crew coming to check out the High Bias.
That's the one. I'm promising. Controllerise is amazing. Every single Monday at Monday Night Taproom from 8 to 12. It is a place for you to become a kid again and just like get lost. And there's a vendor market. So it's an incubator for small businesses. It's a truly beautiful thing. I just work for the people. I'm so grateful for our team, my business partner, Stolen Drums, like him and Black Cubes, they created Controllerise, and I give 100% credit to the two of them because it was from their brain. I just help run it.
Yeah, keep it alive.
I just help keep it alive. I help the legacy going. And then now High Bias that Stolen Drums created, that's also what I do. And it's a fun place to just listen to the records. Remember, we get to the end of the song, to the part where the bridge, 7 minutes in, that's the space to get to the 7-minute part of the song that we normally cut off as DJs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long song.
Yeah. There's a song, the sample for UNITY, Queen Latifah. The sample is from, I think it's, is it Menahan Street Band, I believe? I'm about to tell you right now. I don't want to say it wrong on this podcast.
Just so you know, my wife, that's her karaoke song.
Ah!
So at the cookout, it's on and popping.
No, I definitely slaughtered that. It's The Crusaders, A Message from the Inner City. That record is, I want to say like 8 minutes long, but that sample, that iconic sample that starts off UNITY is at minute 6.
Okay. Wow.
6 minutes is a long time. They don't even make songs that long anymore.
They don't. 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Not even 2:30 is what you're getting these days. 2:30. The attention span when it comes to music is so short. But I love how long songs were back in the day. And that particular record is when you hear that iconic, and it's not until 6 minutes. And so, yeah, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. And we're on. on. You get it. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah.
Get it.
So,
Okay.
once his camera goes off, I'm like smashing this. Yes, because the fish, you gotta like get in there, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's just not appropriate to do on camera. I'm trying to be dainty.
Well, with that in mind, it is our goal to share good people, good food, and good conversation. I hope you guys enjoy this. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. There, girl.
I wanted to show you my original DJ equipment.
You brought that on camera.
Oh no! And guess what? It still works.
I love it. That's I mean, it got some dust on it. You got to dust it out. Yeah.
Man, you got let them undusted.
Yeah.
No, you just give it the character.
Oh.
You give it the character.
Guess what year I bought this in? Back when I wanted to be a DJ.
94.
No, I said, guess what year I bought this in?
What year?
1983.
Oh, well, man. I wasn't even born yet.
You were being thought about, though.
No, not even.